just had kick-off here in the boys 17 final. The Tigers with first use of the football. Michael Golikov back in the commentary box again with Ross Thomas to bring you the action in this one. That kick was a little high, but still okay, and it'll go over the dead ball line. So we're expecting this match to be played at a fast and frenetic pace there, Ross.
Oh, 100%. We're really at the top end of the scale now with these 17 boys. They can produce things that, I never thought could be done on an Oztag field. The two teams, the Tigers had a pretty easy semi-final win, and the Orcas had a very tough overtime win to get to the final. But good on both of these teams, and yeah, let's hope it's a cracker.
So Parari now plays it back for the Orcas, just short of the halfway line. A nicely weighted kick towards the sideline. Is going to find it as well. It was pinned perfect. Finds the sideline and just waiting to see where the ball will be awarded. It's going to be a 40-10 to the Orcas, so perfect placement there. And they'll go right on the attack through Hangarati there. Will take it forward and take a quick settler before he gets the pass away to Changarangi. And now Parari. Across the left-hand side they go. Chiraro again getting involved. Lembino plays it back. Away it goes through to Michael, and Michael goes over to score the opening try for the Orcas. That early pressure on the back of the 40-10 has proved very beneficial for the Orcas.
Yeah, you called it, Michael. It's all because of that fantastic 40-10 kick that had a banana shape about it. It looked good off the foot, and then it just curved in. Plenty of pressure, threatening the line here, and really backs himself.
Yeah, Hattie Michael there dives over and scores, and we're back to live pictures again with a rocket launcher type of kick for the Orcas, but it was nicely diffused for the Tigers, and one was the man who brought it back up for the first hitter. So Tigers at the moment are deep inside their own territory, but a penalty for a shorts grab will certainly help. And we're back underway. Tigers conceding the first try. They want to go punch for punch here. Haywood offloaded. Now they come out to Delana. He got a pass free and found Wand just short of the halfway line. So to the right they go. Show and go. Then accelerates at the line and trying to find a way through there was Haywood. It's the fourth though, so they're making some good meters, but the tag count is evaporating away from them. Short side they go. Little grubber kick and the regather. Pass out towards the wing there was overrun. It wasn't the best of passes either. It was difficult to do in heavy traffic. The tag was made nonetheless, and well, they'll still get one more throw at the dice here, the Tigers on the back of this set. So centre field they go. Pass was simultaneous as the tag, so they keep it alive out to the fringes. Ball back on the inside to Mega, and he was hoping to get the try for the Tigers, but they stopped him short. Good defence by the Orcas there, Ross.
Yeah, and pretty good attacking set too, and good defence and great refereeing. You could clearly hear the referee call simultaneous, and it was a good call. Favoured the attacking team, but it was the right call.
So Keeley plays it back. They spread the ball quickly, the Orcas here. Play on again is the call, but the next tag was made for Jones to be stopped only 5 minutes out from his own line. So some good compressed defence here. The Tigers really have the Orcas pinned at the moment. They'll need to expect a clearing kick. They go long, the ball hits the deck, play on, and a little bit messy, but it proves beneficial as Siganetti took a little scoot down the sideline, and then they've got a forward pass here, have they? So the Tigers will be very much rewarded by their pressure on the defence there.
Yeah, you called it, Michael. It was a bit messy, but it nearly turned out great for the Orcas, and here's the Tigers on the attack again.
So Haywood has had a lot of touches early. That time it's Addard who goes back to play. There's Haywood again looking to get involved and create something here for the Tigers. They trail by one, but they're in the box set at the moment. Well within try-scoring range as Moynihan threatened to go through. Stopped about 3 metres out from the Orcas line. Away to the left. Can't find a way through there was Delander. Plays the ball back to Wand. Got the ball free out there to Moynihan. And this is already the last though. So Orcas goal line defence has been rock solid this far. Haywood, grab a kick for himself, wins the ball, puts it down, and that should be the equaliser for the Tigers. So we're wrapped up at 1-1 with 5 minutes gone in the first half.
What a great little play that was. And hopefully we get a replay here. He digs the ball on the kick quickly into the turf, allowing it to sit up, and his chase gathers it well before it hits the ground over the try line. Great try.
So here is the replay, Ross. And we're about to see what you just explained as well with the kick.
Digs it in hard into the ground, so it will sit up for him. Yeah.
Back to live pitches now, and the Tigers have come back with the ball, and Addard's gone over to score, so the Tigers have gone bang, bang, and hit the front.
Really starting to roar now, the Tigers, aren't they? And growl and prowl, and straight from the kickoff, and great chase and urgency by the Tigers players on that ball.
Well, we could barely catch the replay, and they were in again to score. That is absolutely fast and frenetic, as I pointed at the start of this match, what we were expecting to unfold here in the boys 17s final. And we've got a real exciting contest so far. Just had about 6 minutes of play. So plenty of time left and plenty of more thrills and spills and unknowns to unfold on your screen here as Lambino takes it forward for the Orcas. Manu did well to hold on to that one and was rolling over his shoulder. Now Parari got the pass free to Lambino. Ended in the hands of Simon, but it'll be back to Lambino to play the ball. So they go through the middle, kick there, picked up by the Tigers. I'm not sure that there was a lot of opportunity on that. It's a bit speculative, and there was plenty of Tigers around to shut it down, Ross.
Yeah, he just needed that kick a little bit short, and it was good cover by the Tigers. Most teams now are playing a fullback, but that was also good cover by the winger. And that's a great kick when you're 1 point ahead in a final, whether it goes out, but it is a 40-10. That's outstanding play, even if it went dead across the sideline 10 metres out, but he gets the benefit of the 40-10 rule. Great kick. Yeah. That's really smart.
Delana, the man who earned that opportunity for the Tigers to go right back on the attack here now. Merriman. Again, here's Delani, the man who got the 40-10, and now there's been a collision. Referee is going to award the ball back to the Orcas, though. The contact being initiated there by the man with the ball, Delana.
Yeah, they're really a lot of 50-50 calls there sometimes when the contact is, and the referee is closest. They're seeing what's happening, so you sort of got to go with the ref. But sometimes refs do, well, they just have a no call because it's a bit of obstruction by both players, attacking and defending.
So the Orcas have it about 5 metres short of the halfway line. They hit the ground running and scored the opening try, but the Tigers came back with a vengeance to grab the next two. This kick has gone way too high, and straight away Keeley knew it as well. He turned around in disgust with himself, and this will be a penalty and turnover on the halfway line.
Certainly it was the right tactic. It was the right thing to do, just not executed, like you would want to do it. And that's the way it goes sometimes in all sports.
Exactly, and there's still some 20 minutes left to go in this match, so it's not over by any stretch as the Tigers now chance their arm out wide. The ball hit the deck and travelled forward, and that's the right call from the referee.
Yep.
So the Orcas get the ball back and a chance for redemption after that kick went too high only moments earlier. Sullivan goes down the short side. Sullivan still in open space. And the Tigers were able to stop him in his tracks about 20 metres out from the Tigers line. So Carmichael plays it back. Now the tag count starting to evaporate away from the Orcas. Lambino found Henry on the inside, who will play the ball back now. This is the last, though. So the kick from Elizondo, deflected and played it, I think, from the referee, and the Tigers won the race to the ball anyway, so they will get it back. At least the Orcas were able to get it down into the opposition territory there, Ross.
Yeah, they looked likely in that set too. It was a pretty good set. They were just lacking some urgency on that ball. It came off a Tigers player. They should have got it and almost made something of it, but Tigers were a little bit more urgent than them to get the ball.
So now Hayward brings it forward for the Tigers. Just shy of that halfway line. Little grabber kick there through. It was channeled nicely there for Addard, who's streaking away, but he couldn't get to the ball first. And will get a penalty for being inside the kick chase. So the Orcas will resume play with a full set just coming off their line, and taking the tap forward there was Lambino.
That's a great play from where they were if your runner stays onside. But it was a terrific play, but well diffused again by the Orcas winger in cover. He was alert to it. It was good play both sides.
Carmichael plays it back. Little direct running at the moment there for Lambino, but he was picked off quite quickly. So a kick here, and Tigers had a winger back there. This one is going to travel too long over the try line and will come back for a 7-tag set for the Tigers.
Yeah, it is 7 tackles, but I don't mind that tactic in a final, just to have teams coming off their own line. They're only 10 metres out at the moment, and if you can really get some energy now in your defence, who knows, you can force an error, keep them in their own half, get them kicking under pressure. Let's see if the Orcas can do that.
So Delana plays the ball. They come across to the right-hand side. Early kick here from the Tigers. The chase got after it, but it didn't have the right trajectory, and it went over the eastern touchline. And an easy opportunity here for the Orcas now to regain their composure.
Yeah, and good example there. Like it just wasn't the greatest kick. Again, the Tigers kicker had the right idea, but now the Orcas from their deep kick have the ball on halfway on the second tackle. So that's sort of advantage the Orcas there. They just want to capitalise now.
So a long pass out to the fringes there, and manages to beat the first attempted tackle, offloads to Coulston, and they'll get a penalty here, the Orcas. Or will they give one away? No, the Tigers will get the ball back just short of the halfway.
Yeah, that's one of those 50-50 ones I was talking about, and sometimes you not being critical of the ref at all. Sometimes you'd just like to see a bit of a no call. Don't think there was anything dangerous there. There was a bit of contact both ways, but yeah, certainly not being critical of the ref because he's closer and on the spot, and I'm just a mug in the grandstand, taking it easy now.
Well, you've been running around the whole stadium all weekend, Ross, so you probably deserve to take it easy.
I've got my trusty bike, Michael, to get around, which gets you from, field 27 right out to 17B on the far side over near the highway, and so I get plenty of exercise while I'm watching the teams.
So the Orcas now, they do trail by 1, and we've got 2.5 minutes to go to the halftime break, but it's still a very tightly poised contest, this one. Looking to try and create something through the middle there. The kick was away, but the tag was made first, and they'll be quite pleased with that because it didn't seem to be like there was going to be too much on that kick from Ferrari. So Keeley takes it forward. This is the 4th. Haven't asked too many questions on this set. Now they try something down the short side through Coulston, and the ball's travelled forward, so they'll turn it over. So just a little bit of sting being taken out of this match. It's sort of, the pace has dropped off just a fraction.
Yeah, perhaps it's the heat. We're mid-afternoon now, and it's a warm day outside, light breeze. But, that was a really good raid down the short side. I really liked that from the Orcas, as is this one too.
So the Tigers have got them backpedaling, and even better than that, a pass back on the inside, and almost an opportunity there through for Moynihan, who will play the ball 15 out from the Orcas line. Around to the right they go, back through the middle, it says Rhodes. Quick play the ball. They come at them with numbers on the left-hand side and just couldn't get the ball away, Moynihan. And limping away in the process was Moynihan. Now the Tigers send it across to the middle. This will be the last as Rhodes will play it back. Change of direction. Ball back on the inside. Hayward got a pass free. Diving over was Wand. But the tags were off just short of the line. And they did well to defend the Orcas, but they have themselves trapped on their own goal line now.
Yeah, they do. That was great attack from the Tigers, but what a tag that was from Jesse Jones from the Orcas. He saved a certain try there. And they're coming off their line again. I wouldn't be surprised if on the 4th they maybe look to get downfield, but there's not too long to go till half-time, so maybe they'll keep attacking.
Simon got a pass away and some good footwork there. It's still Simon who goes all the way up to the half. And 30 seconds left to go. That was a good run by Simon. Elizondo now. He goes for a searching run as well. They're full of running at the moment, the Orcas, into the closing stages. Should get a penalty here. Interference from the marker. And we've only got 15 seconds left to go. So the Orcas want to be a little bit desperate about what they do from here. Elizondo takes it forward and then attacks the line. So there's the siren sounding in the background. So they would have liked another throw at the dice there against the Tigers, but in the end, the clock beat them to the halftime siren. But it is 2-1, and it's still very much a tightly fought contest here.
Yes, terrific game, Michael, isn't it? Like, it started fast. There was even a moment there where we were watching the replay and we didn't catch the second try. Really fast, then it just sort of levelled out, and then the Orcas were full of running there towards the end. It's a tough one to call, Michael. This is anyone's game. I'm predicting overtime of 10 minutes.
Oh, well, the Orcas might be hoping not for that to be the case, because when we were going through the earlier pool results or the earlier finals results, as we watch their replay action unfold, I'll come back to that comment in a moment. Sullivan took the ball up to the line, and then they just went down the short side, and driving over there was Paddock Michael. Tigers hit back though. Little dig at the line coming up on the next kick from Delana, and he got the ball back and scored. And there was one more try after that, but it happened so quickly we didn't pick it up on the replay. So that's how we got to a 2-1 scoreline in favour of the Tigers. But what I was alluding to just before we went to the replay package, that the Orcas played out a 5-5 draw in their semi-final, and they reason that they're in the grand final is because of on their pool positions they advance forward. So they've already come out of a long overtime match, so they will be hoping to seal the deal before the 30-minute siren sounds.
Yeah, within normal time there, but still they might be match hardened to overtime too, Michael, so it could play in their advantage. I think the Tigers will have the wind behind them this half, so I suspect a lot of early kicking, and that would be my directions if I was the coach. And they've got some good kickers, and sometimes it's better to kick on the third and fourth when the defence isn't right up in your face. But anyway, let's see how it unfolds.
Feels like it was a quick half time as well. They're back out there, ready to go.
Not like the NRL games at grand final where they have like about 25 minutes at half time, I think.
Burns gets us back underway for the Tigers. This kick fires across the ground and was well received at the back there for the Orcas by Elizondo. He'll be tagged about 15 out from his own line. To the short side they go. Coromelis there took the tag on the second. They quickly picked up for the third though for Elizondo. Didn't get anywhere. So this time they try and come a bit further across. But again, the Tigers' defence is very fast and up in their face.
It is very fast defence, and it probably doesn't show as much on the screen, but they're all in a very good line. They're staying very connected to one another. And there, from their good defence, is a pressure kick, and they're kicking into the breeze, the Orcas. So that's on the back of good defence, I think, that error.
Yeah, so the pressure defence forced the Orcas into a long-range kick that went too high. So the kick has gone over the referee's shoulder height, which is a penalty, and the Tigers now in the box seat. They really fought for that possession through their defence. So Pryor will play the ball back. No, in fact, he got away to Delana, and now it's Pryor. So Tigers with Adard at the line, got the ball free, finds Mastrali. He tried to go all the way, but he was denied. Hand gets it away. To the left they go. Pryor now at the line. It is the fifth though, so the count's been burned quite quickly. They got a ball out to the corner. This is another try to the Tigers. Well, they just kept firing straight through the middle, and then on the fifth they went out wide and found an unmarked play to score in the corner.
That's a beautifully worked try, and everyone played their role. It falls apart if someone in the play doesn't know their role. You'll see the player here just goes in. He's not going too much. He almost surrenders. Dummy half gives it, races out the back behind the lead runner. It's a beautifully worked try. Everyone ran a great line for that try.
So Upton adds the third try to the Tigers' score sheet. And now the Orcas will starting to feel a little bit of scoreboard pressure. Plenty of time for them, but as they say, they need to be next to score. And we're already at the third for this set for the Orcas. Simon plays the ball. Lambino back to the mark and play it. Little dish off there, and they do the wrap around. Now they find a ball out to the winger. Grab a kick there through, and it took a deflection. Is it going to come back to the Orcas? No, it's going to be a turnover. So not the ideal place to be turning over to your opponents who lead by 2.
No, and there was a little room, and the idea was good. If it got through the gap, it would have been great. But now they're under pressure again defensively.
So with the Tigers now, Brown will play it just inside of Orcas territory. They come out to the right-hand side, just get the ball over the advantage line. Delana played it back. Now with Pryor. Stops, goes, and then takes the tag. Quick scoot out of dummy half, grabber kick there, picked up nicely from the marker defence, and away goes Lambino into open space, but the chase is good, they cover him up, and they'll get a penalty here for a shorts grab as well. So effectively a 7-tag set, you could say, for the Orcas, who now have the ball right where they need it. Simon takes the early settler for the Orcas. Now through to Hannareddy. Hattie Michael shows it one way, goes the other, dances back, can't find a way through. So they need to be a little bit more urgent about things here. The tag's been made after Parari tried to get the kick through. So it is already the 4th. Not a lot of opportunity left on this set here for the Orcas. Kick regathered, dished off on the outside. They should get a try here, and they do. Well, that was good, fast and furious football for the Orcas. Sullivan.
I think he's called a forward pass, Michael, unfortunately. It was great skill.
Yeah, I had that as a try. Referee, obviously better spot than myself to make a decision on that one. They just... they shoveled the ball out there, and it obviously travelled forward in the referee's eyes.
Yeah, well, it's handy in the finals too that you've got touch judges. Sometimes in the round games it's very difficult to position yourself perfectly, and I think the touchy might have called that forward pass there to give him a bit of assistance.
So the Tigers have conceded a penalty in possession. That invites the Orcas right back on the attack. So Hannareddy there shows it one way, goes himself.
He looks likely, Michael, doesn't he? Those dummies.
Plays it back to Keeley. Ball thrown back on the inside. Keeley diving over, but the tag's already been taken. So they come back to short side again. But Simon, with no room to operate, is easily picked off there by the Tigers' defence. So out to the right they go. Ball hits the deck. Now to Jones, who beats one, can't beat a second. And eventually he'll play it back to Hannareddy. And the ball is knocked down there by the Tigers. So a bit of a head knock there. Referee taking some time to deliberate and give his decision-making process, and the ball stays with the Orcas. Simon now. So Langley distributes across. They come back through Keeley. The Tigers' defence has been very good at the moment, especially around this area of the field. So they go to the ground. Carmichael, and he's tagged just short of the line, but the tag count was restarted. So way to Langley. Looks like it's going to be a grubber kick. Seems to be the only way they can get through, although they go out to the right this time, and the tag was made again. Last-ditch defence there by the Tigers to hold them out. Real pressure stuff here on the Tigers. The Orcas are throwing everything at them. So far, the men in black are doing good enough to hold them out, although they've just conceded another penalty, so a fresh set defending their line. A mountain of possession for the Orcas here at the moment, in the right place at the right time. Keeley can't find a way through. Now through to Hannareddy. Shows it once. Goes himself. Dives over. Tag's made. Thought he might have got himself a try. They drove over again from dummy half. Carmichael there. But no, the Tigers' defence were eagerly anticipating that attempt. To the right they go. Little grubber kick there through. Picked up there by the Tigers. But I think it's going to be another penalty against the Tigers. So set after set after set. It's all the Orcas at the moment. But the Tigers' defence have stood rock solid. Elizondo falls awkwardly there. Now the ball away to Jones, who thought he'd try and go straight through the middle. Real pressure stuff here on the Tigers. Ball back on the inside. Elizondo now tries to get it through. But again, the Tigers' defence have answers for all the questions at the moment. To the left they go. Chanarati can't get away through. So now Orcas again try to grab a kick, but that was too close to the line and too heavy. And the Tigers will be giving themselves a big pat on the back for that emphatic defensive pressure that they were able to withstand.
Yeah, with just under 7 minutes to go, the Tigers' defence is winning them this game. They're urgent, they're desperate, they're in a line, they're not missing any tags whatsoever. That was great defence off their line. That was 4 sets in a row they defended there, Michael.
So the Tigers can take a lot of confidence out of that defensive effort. Here's the kick from the number 6 in Delana. And there's a penalty coming up here to the Tigers.
I think he's called the winger in front of the kicker. But regardless, it's a great kick. It's the right kick. And the Orcas are coming out of their line 15 metres off their line, you know, down by 2 tries with 6 to go.
Still a bit of work to do here for the Orcas, but 2 tries in 6 minutes is definitely achievable. They've just got to find a crack in this Tigers defence, which has been superb.
Yeah, it has been. It's been excellent.
So, Gerara stopped there. Ball back on the inside through Hannaretti. Tried something and it didn't pay off, and they've lost the ball forward. So that scoreboard pressure starting to tell on their attacking range now.
100%. They're trying hard, the Orcas, to create something. And yes, the scoreboard, 2 down. We've got to produce something now, and mistakes happen, unfortunately.
So Brown goes for a run down the short side, got a pass away, and there's a try for the Tigers after withstanding a mountain of defensive pressure at the other end of the field. They've gone down and scored another try, which could be the one that seals the deal for them.
I think it has, and put that down again to defence. You called it then, Michael. Their defensive pressure, their defence on their line, like instead of it being 3-2 now, and here's the try. Watch the dummy half jump out of here. It's great vision. He sees the marker move. He jumps down to the short side. Beautiful ball. And again, a great ball to a flying winger. That's great vision from the dummy half player there. We've had a couple of those in this game, Michael. Really good jumps out of dummy half.
So the Orcas, that assignment has just got all that much harder with both the scoreboard and the time ticking away from them. But a penalty here will earn them a bit of a roll on. Just 10 short of the halfways where they play the tap.
I think the Tigers can almost take the little, you know, wouldn't be champagne for these boys, being 17, but can take the Sprite or Solos off the ice, just getting it ready. I think they've... But here we go. Oh, it'd be great to see the Orcas score two very quickly.
Sullivan threatened to go through there. Perari offloaded, found Chirara, who's tagged about 15 out from the Tigers line, 5 in from the Eastern touch, and they'll get a penalty here for some interference in the play of the ball. Tap and go. And Signetti there takes it forward for the Orcas. Away to the right they go. Keeley caught a play back on the inside. Here's a bit of an enterprising play for the Orcas. They do get one back here. It was very crafty in the execution. And the try goes there to Eli Perari.
Yeah, they've tried that play 3 times. Once the ball went to the ground, once it opened up something out the back, and this time they hit the lead runner, who just split the defence. It had to be something good to beat the Tigers' defence. You watch this. They've run this play before and they've gone out the back, but this time it hits the lead runner. And I think they were ready for the runner out the back because they'd done it twice before. That's good play by the boys and good coaching too. Let's run this play for a couple of times and then mix it up.
So the Tigers now still with a 2-try lead and just under 2 3/4 minutes to go to the full-time siren. If they can get back to their rock-solid defence, as you say, they can start thinking about their post-match celebrations. They've still got a bit of work to do here as they don't take the foot off the accelerator just yet. And Pryor threatened to go through there. Out to the left. Brown created the last try. Thought he'd have another go that time, but he was easily shut down by the Orcas defence. So just burning through the tag count. Pryor takes the quick one. Then a kick through there from Delana. The ball sits up there for Mega, and he scores in the corner. So the Tigers put the cherry on the top, and this one beyond doubt you would expect.
Aren't they skillful? Like, that's a great little kick, but then the Benji Marshall flick out the back. They are the Tigers, so they're mirroring their head coach at the highest level. Watch the skill on the kick. He's done it before, and then he flicks it out the back. That's outstanding, Michael.
Top shelf Oztag on display here in the boys 17s final. It is our final match of the live stream today from CX Stadium. Michael Golikov commentating this one with the able assistance of Ross Thomas to bring you all the expert comments and analytics through this coverage. They come across to the right now, the Orcas. Elizondo, quick play the ball, but thought Harder Michael would have been trapped there. They play on. Elizondo gets the ball back. Elizondo pins his ear back, has another go at the line. Then the tag was made short of the line. So are they going to get a penalty here? They are. Tag without the ball. That's the right call, but there's not enough time, Ross.
No, not to get, but let's hope they can get another try here. It'd be great. And such enterprising play, though, Michael. Like, it's very exciting.
So Lambino stopped short of the line. Gerrara goes to the line himself and thought he could find a way through. 40 seconds left to go before the Tigers are crowned boys under 17s champions of 2023. That ball wasn't all that well executed. Hits the deck and over the sideline. We're inside the last 30 seconds of play.
Yeah, and again, the pressure of the scoreboard and the Tigers' really solid defence. But again, like other games, full credit to the Orcas because they've made the Tigers have to defend well, and they've split them open twice with good footy, but could have done it 6 or 7 times, but the Tigers' defence has been excellent.
So Tigers now with their last couple of hit-ups before the full-time siren will sound. And there it is in the background. So they are victorious. There's the celebrations, and aren't they happy about that as Merriman is a Merriman. He kicks the ball into the crowd and says, how about that? How about that?
That was a pretty good kick too. I think it's gone over our heads and out into the back car park area. It's yeah, is that the Sprite or the Solo they're getting out there now, Michael? I think. I'd like to give the referee a rap in that game too. You probably can't hear it at home while you're watching or watching it on Facebook, but he's very clear with his instructions and calls to the players, and there might have been some where you go, oh, what was that about? But we could hear the referee speaking very clearly to the players on why that decision was being made. So yeah, great job by all the officials.
So taking you through some of the highlights in the boys 17s final, and this was a good result for the Orcas. Haddock Michael got the opening try for them, but then the Tigers retaliated quite quickly, and Delana distributed the ball from dummy half, then the wrap around and the grubber kick forward from Haywood, who regathered and scored. And the Tigers scored another one just before the break, but well, right after that try, in fact. Then into the second half, the Tigers went on with the assignment. Good opportunity out to the left, and nice try in the corner. Haywood there at the line. Again, they went down that short side, and it's where they had some great success. But they didn't die wondering, that's for sure, the Orcas. They still had a few more tricks up their sleeve, and this was a really handy trick, wasn't it?
Yep, oh, it was great. You know, like that's, as I said, the Tigers' defence was outstanding. They made them work hard, the Orcas, but the Orcas came up with something really special to get that try. Really loved it. I really loved that. I think it was Hayden Brown, the number 22. Yeah, Hayden Brown, when he jumped out of dummy half, and there was a couple of others in the game. It was really good vision by a lot of the boys in that game. They do like a little short kick, the 17 boys, don't they? I think we saw more in that than I've seen all weekend. Just